philosophy is that there are two sides to things. There's a logical and emotional side to things, if you look at it completely. And to look at the physical world is to look at things very logically, which is what Westerners are conditioned to do. More so, and kind of think emotional is not relevant, it's not important, but it is the origin of things much more. So between the mind and the physical world systems, we have faith and decision. Faith is the emotional driven word. Decision is the logical word. So faith, I mean belief in worth. So believe anything that you do in life is believe. You have a belief behind it that it's going to. It's got some worth in it. Okay, if you drink some water, you believe that the water is going to stop you being thirsty. That's the worth in it. You know, if you say something to someone, if you insult somebody, you believe that there's some worth in doing that, even if it means that you're upset and you just want to expel that feeling of upset by putting it on someone else. You believe that there's some worth in it, whether it might not be something which accompanies awareness, but everything that you do has a faith behind it, that it has some purpose, that it's going to give you happiness or make you avoid some kind of suffering. So that's what I mean by faith. It's not something religious necessarily. It's just what drives your decisions. And the decision is how you turn it into a logic. Okay, I'm going to pick up this. I'm going to throw this at this person because it's going to achieve what I want. It's going to achieve my what I think there is some worth in. So they're the things that we kind of that are behind what we do. We have a faith and we have a decision to do something. Okay, I'm just going to pause. Okay, I'm back. I needed to drink some water. I had faith that the water would help me, so I went and made the decision to pause and drink. By the way. Okay, so anyway, we've got faith and decision, which kind of drives your actions from your mind to the physical world. From the physical world back to the mind is I put education and appreciation. So education is what you learn. So, for example, if you're a little kid who sees something that looks very fun to play with, other people are saying it's fire, don't do that. You know, what the hell's that? I don't care. You reach out and you touch it, and you feel some pain. You get an education. Don't do that again. So that's what I mean by education. You interact with the world, and you do learn that there are certain ways that you should interact with the world to get a certain result. You know, the ways that you speak to people, ways that you interact. So that's something you get back from the physical world. And the second thing I put in there is appreciation. So along with education, you also get an appreciation of things. Appreciation can either be, if you say like enjoyment or pleasure, it's a kind of appreciation, but that's maybe a more shallow type of a pleasure. Might be a more shallow type of appreciation. But through relationships that you have and through things like that, you probably get a deeper appreciation for things. And another point here is that, well, you know, appreciation, real appreciation accompanies a bit of education as well. The way things are as well. Faith always accompanies decision. Decision always accompanies faith. Education always accompanies some kind of appreciation. Whether it humbles you or something like that. So anyway, these are the 4 points that I saw. Appreciation being the more emotional side of things, and education being the logical side of things. And I'm just going to take a second. I'm going to talk about this emotion and logic. We really are, I believe we really are conditioned in the West to lean towards logic as being a more important thing. And if you even look at the word by describing somebody, hey, that person is a logical person, you're paying them a compliment, aren't you? I mean, you're talking about them positively. But if you say, hey, that person is an emotional person, I don't want to be called an emotional person. It means you're not in control or something like that. It means that you're lacking self-control, I would say. You can understand emotional and logical, but it is a cultural thing, and is that we have. Emotion is something else, as I see. Okay, so I'm jumping ahead again. Okay, the way that I've set this out, so I put faith, decision, education, appreciation. Faith and appreciation at the bottom at the top and bottom, because I kind of say that, well, our decision gets driven by our faith. Our education gets driven by our appreciation. We won't really learn from something unless we appreciate what it's about. We won't really make a decision to do something unless we have some kind of faith. So the origin of it is from how we feel about it. So that's why I put the faith and appreciation at the top and at the bottom. Okay, so moving on. I've got the logical and emotional. That's what I've got, and I've used the yin yang, borrowed the yin yang to show it. So the logical side of the mind I've got as the something which is kind of facing the physical world systems, because as I see the faculty of logic, faculty being a power of body or mind, a power of our mind which is logical, is there for a purpose.